My child, listen to me right now. Do not scroll away. Do not let distraction pull you from this moment. I am speaking to you on purpose, and I am speaking to you now because you are closer to giving up than you will admit. I see the heaviness in your chest. I see the thoughts you have been fighting in silence. You have been telling yourself to hold on, but your strength feels thin, and your heart is tired. That is exactly why I need your attention. This message is not random. It is not late. And it is not for everyone. It is for you. Hold on. I know you have heard those words before, but you need to hear them from me. Hold on, not because you are strong, but because I am with you. Hold on, not because the pain has disappeared, but because what I am doing behind the scenes is bigger than what you can see right now. You are standing in a moment where quitting would feel like relief, but staying is where breakthrough lives. If you skip this, you will miss what I am about to reveal to you. You have been asking me questions you are afraid to say out loud. How much longer? Why is it taking so long? Did I miss something? I hear every one of those whispers. I know the nights where sleep did not come easily. I know the mornings where getting up felt heavier than lying down. And still, you are here. That alone tells me something about you. You are not weak. You are being pressed, and pressing always comes before release. My child, I need you fully present. Lean in. Let these words sink into you. This is not just encouragement. This is direction. This is alignment. This is me stopping you right before you walk away from something you prayed for. You are not at the end. You are at the edge. And edges feel dangerous when you cannot see what is on the other side. If this message is touching your heart, do not keep it to yourself. Like this video is an act of faith, not habit. Hype this message because someone you know is barely holding on and needs my voice to reach them. Share this with 3 people I place on your heart right now. Comment and tell me what you are believing for, because naming it is part of trusting me with it. And subscribe to this channel so you stay connected to the words I am speaking over your life in this season. You may feel unseen, but I see you. You may feel forgotten, but I have not looked away. You may feel delayed, but my timing is not punishment. It is preparation. Do not measure this moment by how tired you feel. Measure it by how close you are to what you asked me for. Stay with me. Breathe. Hold on just a little longer. You need to see what I am about to show you. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself right now. I see beyond the smile you give others, and beyond the strength you try to project. I see the quiet moments when your thoughts grow heavy and your heart feels overwhelmed. I see the questions you bury deep because you do not want to sound ungrateful or weak. You have been carrying more than you were meant to carry alone, and I want you to know this first. You are not invisible to me. I have seen every tear you wiped away before anyone noticed. I have heard every prayer you whispered when words felt too hard to say out loud. Even the prayers that sounded broken, confused, or unfinished reached me. You wondered if your silence meant I stopped listening. My child, silence never stops me from hearing. I hear what your heart cannot explain. You have been trying to stay strong for everyone else while quietly asking when it will be your turn to rest. You have shown up when you felt empty. You have given love when you felt drained. You have waited when everything in you wanted to move. That kind of endurance does not go unseen. I know how long this season has felt. I know how often you questioned whether your faith was enough. And still, you kept going. That matters to me. I know the moments when doubt crept in and told you that maybe you were overlooked, maybe you were forgotten, maybe you were not as important as others. Those thoughts did not come from me. I have never confused your waiting with your worth. I have never mistaken your struggle for failure. You are not behind. You are not less than. You are exactly where I can reach you, shape you, and protect you. My child, I recognize the weight you have been carrying quietly. I know how often you replay conversations in your mind, wondering if you said or did something wrong. I know how often you blame yourself for things that were never yours to carry. I see how you have tried to fix what only I can heal, and I am not disappointed in you. I am near you. You are not walking through this unnoticed. I have been counting every step you take in faith, even when your hands were shaking. I have been watching how you choose to keep going even when clarity feels far away. That perseverance is precious to me. It tells me your heart is still open, even after disappointment tried to close it. Listen to me closely. You are not forgotten in the waiting. You are not lost in the process. You are not ignored in the silence. I know your name. I know your story. I know your pain. And I know where this road leads, even when you cannot see beyond the next step. Rest in this truth for a moment. You are seen. You are known. You are held. And you are not walking alone through this season. My child, I need to reveal something to you that will change how you see this season. What you call waiting, I call working. What you feel as delay, I am using as alignment. You have been measuring progress by movement, but I measure progress by preparation. Just because you cannot see visible change does not mean nothing is happening. I am arranging what you prayed for in ways your eyes could not yet understand. You assumed that if it were truly me, it would come quickly and clearly. But some of my greatest works happen quietly, beneath the surface, where roots grow strong before anything breaks through the ground. If I rushed you into what you asked for before you were ready, it would crush you instead of bless you. I am not withholding from you. I am protecting you. Hear this truth clearly. Holding on is not weakness. Holding on is obedience. It is faith in motion. Every time you choose not to quit, not to harden your heart, not to walk away, you are agreeing with what I am building in you. You are being shaped for something that requires depth, endurance, and trust. That is why this season has stretched you. You believe that silence meant absence. That is the misunderstanding I am correcting now. My silence is often my focus. When I am quiet, it is because I am working in places you cannot reach on your own. I am closing doors you were never meant to reopen. I am aligning people, timing, and opportunities that must come together perfectly. If even one piece arrived early, the whole picture would be incomplete. Now listen carefully, because this truth flows into what I am asking of you next. This message you are receiving is not meant to stop with you. I am pouring light into you so it can flow upward like a river to others who are still in darkness. I say in my word that when you sow, you will reap, and I am speaking that promise to you right now as living truth. When you help spread what I am speaking here, you are planting seeds in souls you may never meet. I am saying to you, this is your moment to act with me. Do not let this fire pass you by. Release what I have placed in your hands through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal, and watch me multiply it beyond what you expect. I bless what you give as obedience, and I command you now, move in faith and let this river flow. My child, return your heart to this truth. You are not stuck. You are being strengthened. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. The waiting is not empty. It is full of purpose. I am shaping your patience, sharpening your discernment, and deepening your trust so you can stand steady when what you prayed for finally arrives. Hold on to this revelation. Let it settle into you. What feels slow is intentional. What feels heavy is meaningful. And what feels hidden is almost ready to be revealed. My child, listen to me with an open heart, because what I am about to say is meant to protect you, not pressure you. There is a danger in this season that you must be aware of. It is subtle, quiet, and easy to justify. The danger is not failure. The danger is walking away too soon. The danger is making permanent decisions based on temporary pain. You have been tempted to interpret my silence as disapproval. You have wondered if maybe you misunderstood me, or if your hope was misplaced. That thought did not come from my spirit. When you assume that quiet means rejection, you begin to drift from trust into self-reliance. I do not want you carrying conclusions that I never gave you. Be careful not to let frustration become your guide. Frustration speaks loudly but sees very little. It urges you to rush, to force, to settle, or to quit just to escape the discomfort. I am warning you now because I love you. Do not build your next step on exhaustion. Do not rewrite your identity because the season hath been hard. You are standing at a point where impatience could cost you clarity. I have seen my children leave blessings unfinished because the process felt heavier than expected. Not everything that feels difficult is wrong. Some things are difficult because they matter deeply. I am not asking you to pretend you are not tired. I am asking you not to let tiredness decide your future. My child, guard your heart against comparison. Looking at others and wondering why their path looks easier will only drain you. I did not design your journey to mirror anyone else's. What I am forming in you requires a different pace, a different pressure, and a deeper refinement. If you rush to match someone else's timing, you will miss what I carefully designed for you. Do not confuse discomfort with disobedience. Growth often feels like resistance before it feels like freedom. You may feel stretched because you are expanding, not because you are failing. When fear tells you to retreat, remember that fear always tries to speak the loudest right before breakthrough. I also caution you against hardening your heart. Pain can make you withdraw, become guarded, or stop expecting good. That is not the posture I am calling you to. Keep your heart soft, even while you are waiting. A softened heart can receive what a closed heart will block. Do not let disappointment teach you to expect less than what I promised. Hear me clearly. I am not disappointed in your questions. I am not offended by your tears. But I will not allow you to abandon hope simply because the road feels longer than you imagined. Stay anchored in what I spoke to you, not in what your emotions suggest on difficult days. This warning is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to steady you. Pause before you decide. Breathe before you retreat. Ask me before you assume. I am guiding you, even now, away from regret and toward what will last. My child, I want to restore your strength right now, not by asking you to try harder, but by reminding you who is holding you. You are still standing because I have not let you fall. Even on the days when you felt like you were barely making it, I was carrying the weight you could not name. You thought you were surviving on your own strength, but it was my hand that kept you steady. I know you feel worn down. I know the fight has lasted longer than you expected. You have reached points where you wondered how much more you could take, and yet you are still here. That did not happen by accident. I have been renewing you in ways you did not recognize, giving you just enough strength for each step, even when you asked me for the whole picture at once. You are not weak because you feel tired. You are human, and you have been faithful under pressure. Strength is not the absence of weariness. Strength is choosing to stay when leaving would feel easier. Strength is trusting me when you do not have answers. That is the kind of strength I see in you, and it matters more than you know. My child, you are not walking this road alone. I am beside you in every moment you feel uncertain. When your thoughts race, I am your peace. When your heart feels heavy, I am your rest. When you feel like you have nothing left to give, I become your supply. You do not need to manufacture courage. Let me be your courage. I know you have questioned yourself. I know you have replayed moments, wondering if you should have done something differently. Release that burden to me. You cannot move forward while carrying regret meant for me to heal. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to trust that I am still working, even when your confidence feels low. Let this truth settle into you. You are stronger than you feel because I am strengthening you daily. I am teaching you endurance, not to exhaust you, but to prepare you. What you are becoming in this season will support what you will carry in the next. I would not be refining you like this if there were nothing ahead worth sustaining. My child, lift your eyes from the ground for a moment. You are not failing. You are forming. You are not losing ground. You are learning to stand firm. Every moment you choose faith over fear, you are growing in ways that cannot be measured yet. I see progress even when you feel stuck. Rest in me now. Let your shoulders relax. You do not have to prove anything. You do not have to earn my help. I am already with you, strengthening you from the inside out. Draw from me. Lean on me. Allow me to restore what this season has tried to drain from you. You are not finished. You are being fortified. And I am not letting go of you. My child, now I speak promise over you, not as a distant hope, but as a certainty rooted in who I am. What I have spoken to you will stand. What I have placed in your heart was not imagination, and it was not a mistake. I do not plant desires without intention, and I do not make promises I cannot fulfill. My word over your life is still active, even when circumstances appear quiet. I know you have struggled with timing. You have wondered why it has taken this long and whether waiting has changed the outcome. Hear me clearly. Time has not weakened my promise. It has strengthened you. What I am preparing you for requires patience, discernment, and trust, and those qualities are formed slowly, not suddenly. I am not late. I am precise. I assure you of this. Nothing you have endured has been wasted. Every delay has protected you from something you could not yet see. Every closed door saved you from a path that would have cost you more than you were meant to give. I have been guiding you with intention, even when you felt unsure of each step. You may not recognize it yet, but you are more ready now than you were before. My child, trust me with the unseen details. You do not need to understand how everything will come together. That is not your burden to carry. Your role is obedience. My role is fulfillment. When you walk in trust, you give me room to move in ways you could never orchestrate on your own. I am working beyond what you can measure, and I am faithful to complete what I began. I promise you that I am near to the brokenhearted and attentive to the weary. I promise you that when you feel unsure, I will guide you. When you feel weak, I will sustain you. When you feel alone, I will remind you of my presence. You are not abandoned in this season. You are being held firmly within my plan. Do not fear that you have missed your moment. What is meant for you will not pass you by. I am not limited by time, and I am not confused by complexity. I can restore what was lost, redeem what was painful, and bring beauty out of what felt unfinished. My ability does not depend on your strength. It rests on my faithfulness. My child, continue to trust me with patience. Waiting does not mean inactivity. It means resting in the assurance that I am already at work. Stay obedient in the small things. Stay faithful in what is in front of you. I am watching how you trust me when answers are incomplete, and I honor that trust. Let my promise calm your heart. What is coming will make sense of what you endured. What I am preparing will confirm why this season mattered. I am not done with your story. I am steady. I am present. And I am faithful to bring you exactly where you need to be, at exactly the right time. My child, this is the moment where truth must become action. You had heard me. You have felt my reassurance settle into your heart. And now I am calling you to respond, not with perfection, but with trust. Faith is not only something you feel. Faith is something you choose. And right now, I am inviting you to choose me again. You are standing at a quiet crossroads. One path is familiar. It is the path of fear, overthinking, and waiting for certainty before moving. The other path is trust. It is choosing to place your next step in my hands even when you cannot see the full road ahead. I am not asking you to leap blindly. I am asking you to place one obedient step forward and let me meet you there. This is where many hesitate. They want assurance before obedience, clarity before commitment. But my way has always been trust first, then understanding. When you move toward me, even slowly, I respond with guidance. When you open your heart, even cautiously, I fill it with peace. Do not let hesitation steal this moment. I am asking you now to release what you have been gripping too tightly. Lay down the need to control outcomes. Lay down the pressure to figure everything out. Lay down the fear of getting it wrong. You are safer in my hands than you are in your own certainty. Trust me enough to let go. Choose to pray instead of panic. Choose to stay soft instead of guarded. Choose to obey even when emotions fluctuate. This decision does not have to be loud or dramatic. It can be quiet and sincere. A simple yes in your heart is enough to activate what I am doing in this season. My child, do not underestimate the power of this moment. Decisions made in surrender carry great weight in the spiritual realm. When you choose trust over fear, you align yourself with my movement. When you choose obedience over comfort, you step into growth. I am not forcing you. I am inviting you. You may feel unprepared, but readiness is not about confidence. It is about willingness. Bring me your uncertainty. Bring me your questions. Bring me your hesitation. I am not waiting for you to be fearless. I'm waiting for you to be available. Take this moment and speak to me honestly. Tell me where you are afraid. Tell me where you are tired. Tell me where you need help trusting again. I am listening. This is not a test you can fail. It is a relationship you are deepening. Choose to hold on, not with clenched fists, but with an open heart. Choose to trust me with the next step, even if that step is simply staying when you wanted to walk away. I will meet you in your obedience. I will guide you in your trust. And I will not leave you alone in this decision. This is your moment. Step into it with me. My child, now rest. Let your heart settle into the truth you have received. You are not rushing anymore. You are not striving to understand everything at once. You are safe with me. This moment is not meant to stir you. It is meant to calm you. What you have heard was not meant to burden you, but to bring you peace. I have spoken to remind you that you are held, guided, and never alone. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are exactly where I can reach you, strengthen you, and prepare you. The road ahead does not need your fear to be navigated. It needs your trust. And tonight, I am asking you to lay your worries down and let me carry what you were never meant to hold alone. As you breathe, remember this: holding on was never about your strength. It was always about my faithfulness. I have been with you through every step, even the ones that felt uncertain. I will continue to lead you gently, clearly, and with purpose. Your future is not fragile in my hands. It is secure. Now hear me as I speak into what comes next. This peace I have poured into you is not meant to stop with you. I am calling you to help this light reach others who are still struggling to hold on. My word says that when you give, it will be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. And I am speaking that promise over you now. I say to you, this is holy ground. This is a moment of obedience. When you support this mission through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal, you are sowing into souls I am already preparing. I bless your giving as a prophetic act, and I command you now, move, release, and let me multiply what you place in my hands. The PayPal link is waiting for you in the description and in the QR code, and this is not coincidence. This is your moment to respond. My child, let peace guard your thoughts as you move forward. Tomorrow does not need your anxiety. It needs your trust. I will meet you there. I will guide you step by step. You do not need to rush ahead. Stay close to me, and I will show you when to move and when to rest. If this message brought you peace, seal it with action. Like this video as an agreement with what I have spoken. Comment and tell me what you are trusting me with. I am listening. Share this message with 3 people who need to hear my voice right now. Subscribe to this channel so you remain connected to the words I am speaking in this season. And hype this message, because I am using it to reach hearts that feel just like yours did. Go now in peace. I am with you. I am for you. And I am not finished with your story.